Hey, so are we getting an M1 iPhone? Yes, we are. And no, we aren't. Confusing? Stay tuned. What's going on, geeks? Today we are going to be answering a couple of the questions I've been receiving the most from my previous videos regarding the future of the iPad, the Mac line, and even the iPhone. So before we get started, hit the subscribe button, click the bell so that you don't miss, I don't know why that got Western. Also, guys, I ordered some AirTags we're going to take a look at very soon, and I think I'm going to do a giveaway. So hit the subscribe button and click the bell so that you don't miss when I drop that video doing the unboxing and announcing the giveaway. I'm Chris Grant Jr. It's the Grant Geek Show. Okay, so question number one, in response to my future of the iPad Pro video, a lot of you guys have been asking, Chris, isn't that going to cannibalize the Mac line? Here's why it won't. The iPad is going into a transition. It's kind of been this weird hybrid for a while between the perfect laptop and the perfect tablet and kind of being neither of both. But now Apple has firmly made a decision that they want to make the iPad a professional device, a fully capable device that can be used instead of your MacBook Pro or your iMac, as opposed to before where it was in addition to your MacBook Pro or your iMac. So there's been a change in the direction, a change in the thinking, and we've seen the writing on the wall for a while, but it's finally coming to fruition. So the reason why this will not cannibalize the MacBook Pros and iMacs is because some people still just don't like the tablet form factor. Either they've been using desktop or laptop for decades now because they've been around for decades. So it's really looking like a choose your form factor scenario where Apple is just giving you the choice. Tablet, laptop, or desktop. A lot of people thought way back that the laptop would cannibalize the desktop. Why would you want to sit at your desk all day when you can have a powerful laptop machine you can take anywhere? And this is just another iteration of that very same thing. But it really is the future of the computer, I believe. And that's why, again, I'll be doing an all iPad Pro workflow when the new one comes out. So again, hit the subscribe button and click the bell so you can stay tuned for that. And from there, I want to move on to another question that I was getting regarding the M1 iPhone. Are we getting an M1 iPhone? So the answer is yes. In terms of power, we will see an M1 like iPhone, especially because the chip will basically be the same. But I wouldn't expect this to happen till another 3 or 4 years, as today's iPhone, the iPhone 12 Pro Max, does not even touch the 2018 iPad Pro 3rd generation 12.9 inch. So yeah, it's 2021 now, and the current iPhone is not on par with the 2018 iPad. So it's going to be 3, 4, maybe even 5 years before we get an iPhone as powerful as the M1 is today. Now, they'll be the exact same chip, as Apple is using the same ARM architecture, and it'll be a while before they can fit that into a form factor quite as small. But the answer is no, because it won't be called the M1 when we start seeing it in about 2025. And this is because M, well, stands for Mac, and it's preserved for their Mac lineup, even though the chips are the same. And now the iPad Pro, only that iPad will be getting the Mac chip because it's just that capable, while the other iPads remain on the A series, maybe an A16, A17. I don't know how the naming scheme will be in the next 4 years, but that's why we will be getting an M1 in terms of power, but not in terms of naming. So in that sense, no, there will not be an M1 iPhone. And finally, for everyone still doubting the direction Apple is headed with the iPad Pro, doubting that it will be used as a full laptop replacement like they've been kind of touting it as, now that the M1 chip is inside the iPad, Apple can't just tell developers not to make versions of their desktop applications for the iPad. It's on the same chip. The software runs the same way on the M1 in the iPad as it would on the M1 in the MacBook Pro or the iMac, etc. The only difference will be user interface, them making it touch friendly, fitting a 12.9 or 11 to 12.9 inch screen size. Those kind of things are the tweaks that they'll have to make. Will they make it touch friendly, or will they kind of lock out the touch interface using only keyboard and mouse, unless you're in certain areas? If you're like in video editing, maybe to make a mask or something like that, you can use touch, but for the rest you have to use keyboard and mouse. Who knows how they're going to kind of implement it, but at this point, they've unleashed a monster. So if Apple did not want these companies to make their desktop apps for the iPad Pro, they should not have put the M1 inside the device, because that's exactly what they're going to try to do. And with that being said, guys, I'm unboxing the AirTags. They should be here soon. So again, hit the subscribe button and click the bell. And I think I'm going to do a giveaway on a pair of AirTags. So if you want to win those, be sure to hit the subscribe button and click the bell so that you don't miss when that video drops for more information. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Chris Grant Jr. It's the Granite Geek Show.